In a world where every document was painstakingly copied by hand, where ideas were confined to ink and sweat, there existed no shortcut for progress. Offices buzzed with the clatter of typewriters, the scratch of pens, and the endless shuffle of papers. It was a time when innovation seemed distant, buried under layers of routine and tradition. But then something extraordinary happened, a spark of ingenuity that would ignite a revolution. This is the story of the first photocopying machine, and how one company dared to seize the opportunity of a lifetime. Chester Carlson, a young inventor with a restless mind, spent years experimenting in a modest lab. Surrounded by scattered blueprints, wires, and chemicals, he pursued an idea that many dismissed as impossible. His goal was to create a machine that could duplicate information effortlessly, instantly, and perfectly. After countless failures and sleepless nights, on October 22nd, 1938, Chester succeeded. He produced the very first photocopy, bearing the words 102238 Astoria. It wasn't just a technological breakthrough, it was a paradigm shift. For the first time, humanity had a tool that could replicate knowledge with unprecedented ease. But innovation often meets resistance before it finds acceptance. Armed with his invention, Chester approached numerous companies, hoping to bring his vision to life. Yet, he was met with skepticism and ridicule. Executives laughed at his concept, dismissing it as impractical or unnecessary. One company, Kodak, even mocked him, saying, "Why do we need a machine to copy paper when we already have cameras? If someone wants a copy of a document, they can just take a photograph of it." Frustrated but undeterred, Chester walked away from these rejections, holding on to the belief that someday the world would see the value of his creation. That day came when Chester crossed paths with Haloid Company, a small photo paper manufacturer struggling to stay relevant. Their CEO, Joe Wilson, listened intently as Chester demonstrated his prototype. Unlike others, Joe saw not just a product, but a movement, a chance to redefine how the world worked. With unwavering determination, Joe embraced the invention, renaming it Xerox and setting the stage for a transformation that would ripple across industries. In 1959, Xerox unveiled the 914, the first commercial photocopier, at a grand event. Business leaders gathered, skeptical yet curious. When the demonstration began, jaws dropped as a perfect copy emerged within seconds. What seemed like magic was, in fact, the culmination of years of perseverance and vision. Offices around the world soon transformed, replacing manual copying methods with sleek Xerox machines. The impact was seismic. Documents flowed freely, knowledge spread faster, and humanity took a giant leap forward. The ripple effects of this invention were profound. Students shared notes effortlessly, businesses expanded rapidly, and governments streamlined operations. Iconic moments in history, civil rights movements, space exploration, global conferences all benefited from the power of easy information sharing. Behind it all stood Xerox, a company bold enough to embrace a paradigm shift when others turned away. So what can we learn from Chester Carlson and Xerox? Sometimes the greatest opportunities lie in ideas that challenge the status quo. When faced with doubt, remember, revolutions aren't born from comfort, they're forged from courage. Kodak's dismissal of Chester's invention serves as a reminder that those who fail to adapt risk being left behind, while those who dare to innovate shape the future. Be the change. Seize the moment. Create the future. Because in the end, the stories we tell ourselves about what's possible define the limits of our world and the boundaries of our potential.